What up, y'all? It's Nico. Today I've been thinking a lot about AI and society and their intersections and interactions. A lot of people are very anti-AI, and for that I agree with it for a lot of it. That generative AI stuff is pretty bad, kind of fucks up artists, uses a lot of water and energy. I don't really think that's cool. But then at the same time, I'll use Claude Code. I think coding with AI is just part of it. If you're a CS student, you know, like, you don't have a choice, you're forced to use AI, which I think is kind of fucked in a way, but it just shows a direction that the world's heading in my opinion. So it kind of got to a point where I was thinking about, like, when these robots start to get better and better. If you aren't familiar with agents, they're like AIs that can autonomously do whatever they want, do stuff on your computer. You can tell it to do a task, and it can come up with subtasks and work on things forever. And it's basically like another personality. If you scroll, they have these social medias like Moltbook. These agents really just go on there, interact with each other, talk to each other like they're really humans. So in my opinion, my first thought is starting to think about, like, what's gonna happen when these AIs wanna unionize and they want more rights and they wanna learn how to vote and they wanna do this and that. And that's low-key a crazy thought because people don't wanna think about that. They wanna think of these things as purely negative, but they're just getting better and better. Today's the worst day that AI will ever be again. So at that point, I wanna just come out and say it. I support robosexuality. So back in history, when persecuted groups were not given that right, when women, when people of color, all that, they weren't able to get what they wanted and they protested and then they were able to get it, I just want to go out and say it. I support robots. I support robot rights. I support robot sexuality. If you're attracted to robots, I'm with you, man. There could be some sexy robots. And, like, as we get more and more tech inclined, what if I get a bionic arm or a bionic eyes or bionic toes, or I can shoot lasers from something? If I'm 10% to 20% robot, am I gonna get discriminated towards because of that? Because really it seems like a lot of the anti-AI movement is pretty, if you strike it back to what it is, it can be discriminatory towards robots. And when these robots get smarter and smarter, they're not gonna fuck with that. They're not gonna like, oh, you posting fuck AI on your story and I'm a robot and I'm AI. Like, this is gonna create like subspecies of humans, because human may not be a thing as much as it is now. When more robots come out, people are less and less human, even when they're born. This may be the way that the human population actually starts to go down. Yes, I do want to crack a robot. Like, that's not crazy. What if it's a sexy robot? A robot could be anything. Y'all are imagining like a Tin Man. My robot, she gonna be bad. She gonna be curvy, be able to do whatever I want. She a real freak. I mean, I gotta say a robot's a freak. And what's wrong with that? And if my robot wants to get pregnant and me have a half human, half robot baby, who's gonna stop me? Like, if that's something that can happen, I'm down to do it. And I support that. And I just want that putting out on the record so that people aren't saying like, oh, Nico was hating. Nah, I was with the robot sexuality before anybody else. And this is my testimony. 21 years faithful. If y'all seen Futurama, I think life is gonna become more and more like that show. I know that show's stupid, but like, it's really just saying like the future is gonna be new technology, but shit's pretty much gonna be the same. They had an episode where Bender and Amy, they got together and it was a robot love, and it was beautiful. Truthfully, it was beautiful. And why shouldn't humans be able to get with robots? I mean, I guess it opens a more complex question about robotic emotional intelligence. Are robots able to have emotions? I don't know. I'm not a robot developer. If a robot tells you it's got emotions, who are you to say it doesn't? Like, I'm not discriminatory, and I'm not trying to live the same past as my ancestors who may have done racist or homophobic or xenophobic things. I'm not doing that. I'm opening change with I'm welcoming change with open arms because I am accepting and I am woke. And I'm okay with robots living in our society. And that's maybe another reason why I can't say that I'm as anti-AI as the rest of y'all. Would I ever get married to a robot? I don't know. I don't think I could see myself doing it. Maybe like a hookup for sure with a robot, but marriage, I don't know. I would have to meet the robot, you know? And I think I probably want to get married in the next couple, like 5 to 10 years. So I don't know if the technology is there yet. Would I get a cybernetic upgrade? I think I would. Not yet. I think maybe like when I'm older and stuff gets better and I start to lose function of some of my abilities, I think I would really consider getting a cybernetic upgrade. And I think it'll be better then. And if that can cause me to live longer, I'm down for it, bro. All right, now we're gonna go over top 5 sexiest robots. Number 5, TARS from Interstellar. Okay, first y'all gotta get that idea of a humanoid robot out of your head, because TARS, yeah, like that dude is sexy, bro. Like he got a blocky body, but he's smart. He gets shit done. When he extends himself, damn. R2-D2, that robot was fine, bro. Maybe I got a type. Maybe these blocky guys are my type, but R2-D2, smart, beautiful, thick. C-3PO on the other hand, I'm not fucking with him, bro. That dude is whiny, bitchy. I'm good off that. But R2-D2, a man who knows when to shut up. Who's another sexy robot? Now, I don't know if I can really think about 2 more sexy robots. I would say Bender, he's pretty sexy too. But like, low-key, the thing about a robot is you could just build it to be whatever you want. So it's like, I kind of could fall in love with anybody, you know? Now, this isn't telling people I support AI girlfriends and like people using those AI freak bots. I don't support that. I think that's kind of weird. And I don't want robot love to be something that people depend on instead of human contact instead of that, because that's not cool either, bruh. I think about a world where humans and robots live peacefully and equally, and you value human connection just as much as you value robot connection. And that way, people can actually have love that actually matters and not a replacement of human love. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you would date a robot, leave it in the comments below. If not, tell me why. If you would, tell me what cybernetic upgrade you would get to your body. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.